Hey, kia ora. Helen Brahms here coming to you live from, hang on, they've got to get the lines right there. We go. Coming to you live from Claremont, Florida. How are you today? Are you having a super fantastic sparkling day? My day's been interesting. Let's just say that. So this morning I posted the challenges for today, and the challenges were for your mindset was forgiveness. Something very simple like forgiveness. Yes, I know some people are going to say, well, that's really hard to do. Yes, it is. But if you practice it on a daily basis, it does become easier to do each day. But it doesn't mean to say that you have to forget. Sometimes you will forget about what it was that you had to forgive. But the ones that you do remember, the more you forgive, the less power they have over you and the less blockages they cause in your life for you to be able to move on. So the forgiveness one was a really powerful one. I actually had something else to give you guys this morning, but when I was out walking Zephyr, I got this strong urge that his voice said, no, you can't talk about that today. It has to be on forgiveness, which meant that there's something that I need to go and forgive. So I'm still working on that one. The other challenge for your business challenge was know your numbers. This is a vital part of your business. You need to know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers, you can't see how you're doing with sales. You can't see how different marketing programs are working. You can't set goals for sale, for profit. You can't even work out what your profit is. If you don't understand your numbers, talk to a bookkeeper, a CPA, an accountant. Somebody that can translate the numbers for you so you understand them and show you how to easily understand what numbers you need to be aware of. And if you don't have a bookkeeper, a CPA, or an accountant, let me know and I will put you in contact with some. And then the fun challenge for today was coloring. So I found my coloring book. This is my coloring book. Nice and compact. But do you think I can find my pencils? I know I have color pencils somewhere in this RV. I cannot find them. I keep thinking, oh, that's where they are. And I just remembered that they're double-ended color pencils too, and I was looking for just the straight normal just the normal ones, but they're double-ended with colors on each end. Totally looking in the wrong places because I didn't find them, but I will. So I've just been sitting here. I just started doing this one. It's a black and white, but I don't know if you can see very well, but I figured I have highlighters. I have my colored pens. They'll work as long as I get my coloring done for the day. So I'll put that up later when I finish it. So the color, so that's that one. And then other inconveniences today. I don't know what it is, but I seem to be getting a lot of robocalls in the last couple of days. A lot more than I normally do. And some of them are going, the number will flash up on the screen and I'm like, oh, I don't know that number. And then before I can even pick up the phone, it's gone. And then a couple of minutes later, I get ding, which means I have voicemail and something. I mean, I don't even know what half of them are because it's sort of like, because I only catch the tail end of the voicemail message. Delete, block. So it seems to be that while everybody else is having to slow their businesses down, close businesses and all of that sort of stuff and quarantine and all that, the computers are going nuts with robocalls. So I don't know if you've been experiencing that or not. And then I'm looking at my emails and I'm going, oh my gosh. If you have sent me an email in the last 3 days, please bear with me. My inboxes are going absolutely nuts. Normally in my work email box, I have everything automatically sorting into the folders. It comes from this address, it goes to this folder over here. So it's automatically sorting so that all that is left in my inbox are the messages from my clients and junk mail, basically. But lately it seems like they've changed all the cruise lines, all the tour vendor operators, all the airlines, all the hotels, all the people that I deal with when booking vacations and things have suddenly changed every single email, and now it's all landing in my inbox and my rules that are set up are not working. And I'm like, oh. So it takes a while to go through. So I'm now having to go and retrain, set up the rules again to keep them going because I have them. The reason I have them auto sort is because I get so many emails every day from different vendors with their specials and their deals and all this sort of stuff, important information and all of that. But since the coronavirus has been coming out and everybody's been canceling everything, we're now getting swamped. They've changed all their email addresses, so it's now not going through the automatic system. So I'm just going in and it's just like coronavirus. And I'm just like, COVID-19. or coronavirus, corona, whatever. It's there in the subject line. It's like, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that one's different. What's that one? Oh, it's junk mail. So now I have to go and retrain, because the reason I have them sorting into all the different folders and everything is because I don't have time every day to go in and see what the latest is. I wait till I have a client call me, and if they want to do, if they are a past Royal Caribbean client, they want to go back on a Royal Caribbean ship, then I'll go into my Royal Caribbean folder and check out to see what their deals are. If throughout conversations we have them going on a different cruise line, I then go into that cruise line's folder and see what deals they've got going. So that's the only time I really go in there and have a look. Once a week, I will go in there and just quickly flip through to see if there's anything from the business development managers that I have relationships with at the different cruise lines and tour companies and stuff, because usually they have some important announcement to make. And yes, it could be deals, but it's a summary of all the emails that you get on a daily basis. Which is very handy, because I can go and have a quick look at that, and it probably takes me about an hour and a half once a week just to go through very quickly and do a quick glance through that. And it could be, and just to make sure that there's no sudden sale when I know I've got somebody who's waiting for a sale on a particular cruise line and they come out with a 24-hour special or something like that. So I do keep an eye out for those. But yeah, my inbox is completely inundated. And then for some reason, my private email boxes have been going as well. All the stuff, like all the reward programs I belong to, they're all sending out their information on what they're doing about the coronavirus in their store, their restaurants, and their offices, all of that sort of stuff. It's sort of like, I just need somebody just to take that all away from me. Go deal with it. I don't want to deal with it. I just want to deal with the real stuff. But on top of all of that, I'm making new connections, which is really cool. Made some new connections today, and I'm working on doing some digital marketing training as well. So I'm working on that too. So I'm making the use of the downtime that I have to stay in contact with my clients. So all the stuff that I'm giving you each day is stuff that I need to do as well. So I am doing these challenges alongside of you. So when I issue these challenges, it's not just for the good of your health. I'm taking on these challenges as well. So I've been working on my numbers today, and I'm learning more about them. And Lillian here has put the extraneous information of misinformation out there information is out of control. I totally agree. I mean, there is just way too much information floating around, and if you don't know what's right and what's not, it's like, go directly to the source. That's all I can say, is go directly to the source. I do not subscribe to the only news publications I subscribe to are trade related, because they seem to give you the facts. They're not all the airy-fairy fluffy stuff that the mass media gives you. The trade publications most of the time stick to the facts, but it's very easy to pull out the correct information, the information that you need. But yeah, so I'm going through these challenges as well and learning things. And of course, with all the coronavirus, how's that affecting my business? So it's going in and looking at my numbers and going back over my past clients and seeing where did I have the most success with my clients, and maybe I need to start targeting that once everything starts coming back online. So I'm using the downtime to reevaluate, reassess everything, as well as learning new stuff. So we've got some cool challenges coming up for you guys tomorrow. So what's some new stuff that you guys are learning? Let's see, lots of new stuff. So I'm learning about online marketing. I'm also doing a YouTube course on how to use YouTube, because it's a very different platform to your Instagram, your Facebook, and all that sort of stuff, because YouTube is a search engine first and foremost. Yes, they have some great videos and stuff on there, but it is actually a search engine. So it's very different marketing on YouTube than it is marketing on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram. Very, very different style of, and very different numbers that you have to, analytical numbers. So you have to know those ones when you're looking at all that. So I've been learning all about analytics on YouTube, and I've been learning about analytics on Facebook, and my number is swimming with heads. Oh, I cracked myself up. My head is swimming with numbers, and half of them I don't even know what they mean, but I know that if they're not above this number, then it's not good. Oi, oi, oi. And had lots of playtime today with Zeffie. Zeffie has been a ball of energy today. We had a really good walk this morning, and then she came back and raced up and down the RV, and she's found her favorite tug toy. So we've been tugging a lot today, and she just brings it up and just puts it on my lap and looks at me. How can you ignore her and not go play with her when she gives you that, like, please play with me, look. So she's been good for keeping my mentality over all this craziness and insanity and stuff. She's been very good for my mentality about keeping me in a good frame of mind, and she's just a crazy dog. It's like, I go to the bathroom and I just open up the door into the bathroom and I just leave it open so it actually closes off the shower, the bathroom area, and the bedroom area. And you're sitting there and this head pops around the door as I say, oh, there you are, and looks at you. As I say, well, come on, we want to play. And there was a couple of times she did it with her toy in her mouth, like she wanted to play while I was on the toilet. I was like, yeah, no, not happening. You'll have to wait. But what's she doing there? Jumping on one of her chew toys. Yay. But we just came back from a walk. She got to meet a couple of dogs. One was a Jack Russell Beagle mix, which was 13 years old. And the other one was 9.5 years old and was a cousin of a Great Pyrenees. Beautiful coat. And they actually, when they come down from Canada every year, they actually get her coat trimmed for Florida because it's so hot. They don't shave it off completely, they just trim it. Because the Great Pyrenees, I think they also have that double coat, which yeah. So she got to meet, and the 9.5-year-old backs up and pulls herself out of her collar because her owner was holding her by the collar, pulls herself out of the collar and just stands there while he just turns around, puts the collar back on her, and she just comes back up and starts sniffing. And of course, this dog's giant compared to Zeffie, and Zeffie was sort of like trying to get it to engage, but I think it was a little more energy than this 9-year-old had plans for. But also got to finally catch a beautiful sunset tonight. I posted a picture of it on Facebook earlier. So how have you done with challenges today? How have you done with mindset of forgiveness, the business one of knowing your numbers, and your coloring activity? Did you have something to color, or did you have to create something to color? So I want to see pictures of the colors. I want to see lots of color. I need to brighten up Facebook with some color and some brightness and some happiness. Sorry, my dog is now playing bulldozer with her nose, with her toys, and just nose along the floor. Lillian's got here, I agree. If it weren't for my dogs, I'd be all by myself. Yes, I am so thankful that I have Zeffie with me on this trip. I would be beside myself. I really would be beside myself on that one. So anyway, that's it from me for today. We will catch you guys tomorrow morning with your challenges for tomorrow. Remember, we're doing it for now. We are doing a mindset challenge, a business challenge, and a fun challenge. And so far we have things that mindset has been things that you're waking up with a grateful heart and listing the things that you're grateful for each morning before you start. Second one was exercise. Be it going outside for a walk. If you're unable to go outside, then staying inside and going on somewhere like YouTube and putting on an exercise video there, or putting some music on and just dancing. Today it was forgiveness. And so if you practice these things each morning, you get off to a great start of the day. It gets the mindset very, very good. Business was, day one was connecting with your clients, just checking in with them. No selling. It was just check in with your clients, seeing how they're doing. Yesterday it was, brain freeze. Yesterday was, I'm glad I wrote all this stuff down. Yesterday's was goals beyond the mountain. So we're seeing the coronavirus as our mountain. What goals are you setting for when we get over the other side of the mountain? Have that up and ready. Have your plan up and ready for that, so that when things start to pick up, you can hit the ground running and you're ready to rock and roll. And today it was knowing your numbers. And in order to set your goals, you're going to have to know your numbers. So see how these play together. And then your fun challenge on, Tuesday. Fun challenge on Tuesday, because we started on St. Paddy's Day. Oh, somebody's found her squeaky ball. Excuse me. Was building a house of cards out of a pack of cards. So taking a standard 52 pack of cards and creating a house out of them. And yesterday's one was paper planes. My paper plane is somewhere behind the seat over there. Sorry, she's found her squeaky ball. And then today was all about coloring. So making things fun, making them interesting, trying to keep you engaged in other things other than what's going on in the news and the world around us as people are self-isolating or being forced into quarantine and all of that sort of thing. So hopefully this is helping, keeping your head on your shoulders and not going too crazy with cabin fever or that. Being an outgoing introvert, I am thankful for the time I get to spend in my RV, but I do miss people. So that's it from me. Zippy decided to stop squeaking all of a sudden. That's it from me. Have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. We will catch you guys tomorrow morning with your challenges for tomorrow. So we will catch you tomorrow morning. Heck on era. You want to play ball, Zeph?